Finally, some good news for the 49ers. It sounds like they might get the trade package they want for Deebo Samuel, and it sounds like it's going to come from the New York Jets, who seem really desperate. According to reports, the Niners and Jets could pull off a trade for Deebo Samuel as soon as tomorrow, Wednesday, and the package would be centered around the Jets' 10th pick. 10th pick in round 1. They have picks 4 and 10 in round 1. Apparently, the Niners would get 10 plus more, which is interesting. I think 10 alone would be a good return for Deebo Samuel, given where the Niners are at, him requesting a trade. But if I get a feeling they might get, the 10th pick and maybe the Jets' second round, maybe 2 of the Jets' second round picks. They have a bunch of picks. They have 2 second round picks. I have a feeling the Niners could get that first in a couple of seconds. And why would the Jets do this? Well, they're kind of desperate. They all need to stay employed, but they also have the 4th pick in the draft. They have other picks. So, they can afford to give up a lot of stuff for a all-pro player, and they can still say that they have picks left to address other needs. So maybe it's feasible for them. Maybe it makes sense for them. It seems like this is the best possible solution to where the 49ers are at now. Trade them for this package. What's interesting is, let's say the Niners get picks 10, 35, 39, whatever it is. When do they take the wide receiver? Do they take him in round 1? Do they take him in round 2? Do they take Jameson Williams in round 1? Do they take Christian Watson in round 2? I'm thinking they take a wide receiver in round 1, because part of the issue right now is that they did not have the 5th-year option for Deebo Samuel. All this came to a head after year 3. If he had been a first-round pick like Brandon Ayuk is, they would have had more time to work it out. So I'm thinking if they get 1 first-round pick for Deebo, they spend that pick on a wide receiver. Maybe it's Jameson Williams. I don't know who it is. The other thing that's interesting about this is the Niners seem to be betting against Deebo Samuel long-term. He had an all-pro season. It seems like they're thinking he's not going to have another one. They didn't want to pay him. They're trading him, and most likely. It seems like they're thinking, maybe he's just not. I don't know what it is. But from what I've heard about him, is he's kind of a jerk. Now, so is Jerry Rice. So is Barry Bonds. So is a lot of great players. But kind of a jerk. Seems to be validating that to a degree. And I think the Niners are kind of concerned about his weight. If George Kittle is a pumped up former wide receiver from college, Deebo Samuel is the opposite. He has to keep his weight down. In 2020, his weight got up. He pulled hamstrings. He was kind of ineffective. Do you really feel like Deebo Samuel is going to be in that 2021 condition ever again? It seems like they're betting against him. I don't know. I can't predict the future. It's very interesting that they're making that bet. Who am I to say that they're wrong? I also said the Niners should pay George Kittle, and now I feel like I was wrong and they shouldn't have. So it'll be interesting to see what happens long term. Maybe the Niners can replace Deebo with someone who's 4 or 5 years younger, also explosive. Maybe he won't be able to play running back, but that's not a requirement for an all-pro wide receiver. Just being a good wide receiver is good. The Niners can get someone else to play running back. Anyway, this is very interesting. We'll see if this materializes, this trade with the Jets for picks involving, 10 and maybe a couple of second rounders. We shall see. Stay tuned.